Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Jenny and this is my handsome baby boy, Damien. Now he's the star of the show. I'll be talking about how I got pregnant. So if you want to know all about that, just keep on watching. Alright, so let's start from the beginning. I was dating Danny for, I want to say, a couple months. And I think my last period before I found out I was pregnant was November 12th, 2017. My periods are pretty accurate. It's only been like once or twice in my life where like they don't come right on the dot. It was like around December, I want to say 10th, and I was like, oh, I should get my period. So excited, you know. And then que no viene, and I was like, hello, like where you at? I think it was 3 days past the 12th, December 12th, nothing. And I was like, okay, I'm getting scared now. And Danny was like, you'll get it. You know how guys are like, you'll get it. You can't get pregnant. Boy, he was wrong. Around like December 8 or 9, around that weekend, we actually went to Bakersfield with Danny's family because it was his stepsister's quinceañera. There's this huge hill. That's when I know I'm gonna get to Bakersfield, when you just need to freaking go up the mountain and go down and ya estás ahí. But anyways, we were going up and I told Danny, I feel really sick. And he was like, oh, a lo mejor comiste algo mal or something. Because that happens to me a lot when I eat something really greasy or something my body's not used to eating. But I was like, I don't know, something's weird. But I ignored it. I was like, Pregnancy wasn't even in my mind because I was like, it was like the 9th and my period wasn't supposed to come till the 12th. So I was like, it's gonna come. But the next day on Saturday, the day of the quinceañera, I had worn really tight dress, long sleeve. And if you know me, I love dresses. Like, I love dresses. For some reason, I didn't feel like good. I could see my little tummy for some reason. Like, before, to be honest, I took so much care of my stomach. Like, yeah, I was chubby and thick and stuff, but my tummy was pretty flat. I remember going into the bathroom and I looked at myself. I was like, am I pregnant? Like, I look pregnant. But even if I was, it would have been like, you know, a couple weeks. How could it be showing so fast? But I literally grabbed my stomach and I was like, no, I can't be pregnant. I was like, I want to go tell Danny, you know, I want to go to pregnancy test right now. And I was like, no, I'm going to kill his vibe. I'm going to, you know, wait a little bit to tell him. So I went out and I actually was drinking. I actually drank a good 6 beers. I probably shouldn't have. I probably should have just waited, but I was dumb. But after that, I was like, girl, like, you need to calm down. Like, what if you're actually pregnant and you're really over here drinking? Like, you need to chill. I stopped and everybody was like, why aren't you drinking? Why aren't you drinking? Because if you know me, I love to have a good time. I mean, I'm pretty fun without it, but I'm more fun with it. His dad even went as far as freaking opening a beer and was like, here, drink it. And I was like, no, I'm okay, I'll pass. The next day, we made micheladas. I made Danny one, and then I made myself one. And I was about, no kidding, I was about to get the beer from the thing. Well, I actually got it, and I was going to pour it onto my cup. But Danny's little sister was like, no, you can't drink this. And I was like, why? And she's like, just because you can't. Y literally la agarró, she put it back in the hielera. And I was like, what the heck? Like, then I got it. Yo bien terca, I got it, and I freaking drank the michelada. Days passed, y nada, my period didn't come. After we got back from Bakersfield, I went to his restroom, and I was looking at my stomach again. I see, like, just without a shirt or anything. And I saw, no kidding, a stretch mark así de grande, mira, así. And to be honest, back then, I didn't have any stretch marks, like, and it was red. It was freaking red. And I was like, ya estoy embarazada. No. ¿Qué voy a hacer? What am I going to tell my parents? I was already thinking a billion things. And, like, I went back to the room. Danny was laying down, and I was like, I think I'm pregnant. Like, we need to get a pregnancy test now because I'd rather know now than later. He was like the sweetest thing. He was like, yes, I'll go I'll get you some pregnancy tests. Don't worry about it. I don't think you're pregnant. So he went, I think, to Rite Aid down the street, and he got me 2. And I was like, no más dos. I'm gonna try more, you know? So I took one of them, and I, you do the little thing, you pee in the stick, you cap it. And I was there waiting. I was like, should I see it now? Should I not? Should I wait for Danny? So I was gonna wait, but the side of my eye kind of saw it, like a positive. So I was like going to the room like, holy shitos. So I told Danny I was pregnant. And then he was like, he just smiled. I was like, boy, ¿por qué te estás riendo? This is like a serious thing. And he was smiling because he was happy. And I was a lot of emotions. I was kind of sad, scared, nervous to tell people, my family. I just started crying. I started crying and crying and crying, and he was like, it's gonna be okay, we can do this, don't worry about it. And I was like, no, like I had plans for my life. What about school? What about this? What about that? And I was like, back then I was the type of person who cared so much about what people thought about me. Like, who cares? You know, it's your life. You get to choose what you want. Yes, your parents raised you, your parents taught you, what's best and stuff, but it's not their life. And I was already, I want to say, around 20. So I was old enough to make a decision. Do I want this or do I not? For a few days, I was kind of contemplating of whether, or not to actually go about the pregnancy. That same day, I would always go to the gym. So actually, no, after I found out I was pregnant, I was like, I need to release like some stress and stuff. So take me to the gym. So Danny went with his grandma, ate some breakfast, and he dropped me off to the gym. So I was doing Zumba, and I go ham, like ham. So then out of nowhere during a song, I was like, I'm pregnant, and I would go slower. It's like, what? Like I was thinking about the baby. I was like, what if the baby's like not, happy, or what if he's like, what am I doing? What are you doing to me, mama? But I was like, wait, he's está bien acolchonadito ahí adentro, so, lots of water, he can be moving around. Alright, sorry guys, I was crying and like my eyeliner was running and I had to take my eyeshadow off. Mira esta madre. The clinic that I wanted to go to check was closed during the holidays. So I remember the name and I looked it up online. So I called them. I remember actually it was in my dad's house, in my sister's room, and I called them and I was like, hi, my name is Jennifer. Like, I think I'm pregnant. I took 2 pregnancy tests. They came out positive, and they were like, oh my God. They were like, okay, when was your last menstrual period? And I was like, November 12th. That date is stuck in here, November 12th. They're like, okay, calculating, you're probably around 4 weeks. And I was like, 4 weeks? Like, 4 weeks? What? I was like, ya de estar así. And I was like, and they're like, okay, we don't really do ultrasounds until the 6-week mark. But either way, we're not opening for 2 weeks for the holidays. So I was like, okay, I'll just wait. Kid you not, every day till that day, I was thinking about my baby.
I was like, ¿qué tal if I'm not even pregnant? What if those pregnancy tests were lying? I want money back.
The date came, to go in. So Danny actually went with me. We went together. The people were so nice. So I went inside and I told her everything. I made you fill out this form. And it said parenting, abortion, or adoption. Abortion, definitely not. But I was still kind of thinking of adoption and parenting, because I wasn't for sure what I wanted. And I remember the doctor came in and she asked me some questions like, when's your last period? Were you guys unprotected? Da, 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 da. Yes. I feel like the doctor, even before she tested me, I feel like she knew that I was pregnant. Nomás no me quería decir. And I was like, oh my God. So, I peed in the cup. We waited in that little room. She came back and she was like, well, I don't think it's a surprise. You're pregnant. And I was like, what? For some reason, something hit me. Oh, Jenny, like, you got pregnant at this time for a reason. Because I was going through the toughest time during that time that I met Danny. Like, when I tell you it was hard, it was hard. So they're like, okay, you're gonna do an ultrasound. So we go to another room and she does the vaginal ultrasound. No, she first does the tummy one to see if, she can see the baby. Y no se veía nada because he was still pretty small. Then she does the vaginal one. Y ahí se miraba bien, mejor. It was like really tiny, but you can still kind of see him. And I saw this little like flicker and I told the doctor, what's that? And she was like, that's the heart. We can both see the heart beating. And I was like, oh my God. Like, there's a little human growing inside me. I have to keep him or her. Like, I was like, I don't care what anybody thinks. I don't care what anyone has to say about me. This is about me. This is about my husband. And this is about my baby. We get to choose, right? Everything was free. And they gave us a little box with like some books inside it. They gave us his first blanket, like swaddle blanket, and some little socks. I still have them. And some it was like a little like long sleeve onesie. I looked at it and I was like, oh my God, like this is for real. Like, it hit me hard. I was like, this is for real, Jenny. Ahora sí te tienes que aplacar, There's no more playing around. Either you want this or you don't. There's no in between. We both were sure that we wanted this. Right? So then we went home. I think we both were more understanding of each other, more nice, more compassionate, and I don't know, just everything went smooth from there. I was like, if this is what a baby does to your relationship, yeah, yo quiero tres más. I'm just kidding. That's how I found out I was pregnant. My little munchkin baby. And I am so happy for this little blessing. Can't imagine my life without him. Like, he has brought so much joy and happiness to my life. I believe God sent me him for a reason. Yes, I know also, like, I wasn't protected or how you get pregnant and stuff, but he honestly saved me. He saved me from doing something deep down I didn't want to do. Like, I was done. I nobody knew, but my life was just going downhill since something tragic happened in my life. And thank God I found Danny, and thank God he brought me this little cute baby, because honestly, if it wasn't for them, I have no idea where I would be. If you guys want more story time, please let me know. I think Damien's hungry now. He wants some breast milk. Alright, say bye. Oh my God, Damien's learning how to sit. This is so exciting. And we're going down.